Take two. Dana's laughing at me. I want to do a routine, a mobility routine today. It's the first day of yet another lockdown, and something that I can easily put together for you in one morning is going to be this mobility routine. I'm going to do the whole routine with you rather than just explaining it to you, so you can just kind of follow along with me as we go. You have need of just a small amount of tools, which could be either a stick, could be a broomstick, something that's long enough that you can get a nice wide grip on it should you need it. And if you don't have a stick or access to a broomstick that's long enough, you can take a belt and just stretch it out. That would work as for the tool we're going to use it. If you don't have a belt or something, you can even take like a towel and roll it up, or a thin blanket and roll it up and use that. So there you go. Make sure you have your tool ready to go, and we'll get into it. The first thing we're going to do is start with the neck, and we're going to work our way down. Once you put your hands on your chest, and make sure your shoulders are back and down, and that you're not pecking ahead. Make sure you kind of got the double chin thing going on. And we're going to start with just nodding down and up 10 times. It's kind of going to be a little bit boring. Probably put music on it or something. What do you think I'm at here? 9? 10? As usual, I can barely count to 10. You laughing at me? All right, looking side to side. Hearing way more crunching than I should. Tilting your head side to side. It's like you're trying to listen to your own shoulder. This is bad today. And then we're going to do 10 head rolls, and make sure you don't end up with your head back here, just from the side, forward, to the other side, and back. I think that's 10. What's next on the list?
Shoulders.
Shoulders, right. So again, same thing. I want you to make sure your shoulders are back and down to start, that your head isn't pecking. And we're going to start with forward shoulder rolls. You're going to be a little bit crazy with it. Just really ridiculous, big range of motion. And not fast. Ooh, you should hear it.
They might be able to hear that one.
Oh, that's loud. Ooh, that's gross. And let's go backwards. Dana's face is like, are you okay, Greg? Oh boy. And now I think we're on to our prone shoulder dislocates. We've done the shoulder dislocates standing. I'm going to have you grab your stick, your towel, your blanket that's rolled up, whatever you have that allows you a wide grip. And when doing shoulder dislocates, the wider the grip, the easier it is on the shoulder. So if I have my hands close together, I get stuck. If I widen them up, I can go all the way around. Now laying on the floor is going to help you not extend your back. So I haven't seen this one till today. I'm doing a little bit of research, and I like the idea. So just head down, as wide a grip as you need, and we'll just do 10 of these. Oh yeah. That's 2. 3, 4, wow, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And that is the only exercise that you need a tool for. What's next?
Chest, abs, back. You've got
Exercise.
Hindu push-ups.
Hindu push-ups. Okay, so these ones you're going to get into downward dog. Mine will be sad today. So I'm going to push back. I want to try to get my ears between my biceps. I would love to have my heels down, but that ain't happening. And I'd love to have straight legs. I mean, it's bad today, but that's why we're doing it, right? So I'm gonna get into kind of a downward dog. I'm trying to get my ears between my biceps, as I said. Rather than see where my head is ahead of my arms, I wanna be back here. And now I'm gonna go along the floor, like I'm trying to sneak under a fence. Up into cobra. And then, that was even better than my first one. That worked quick. And down and up. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. Is that 5? Here we go. Let's do one more. I don't know if I'm gonna get done. I think it'd be easy. And that's at least 5. All right. What's next?
Spider walks.
And now, might be happening to you. I'm starting to heat up a bit. Spider walks. These hit so much stuff. So we'll do them together. I'm going to go through them reasonable pace. Hopefully you've done them before. If not, you might have a little bit of trouble keeping up. No big deal. Just you'll get better at it. So let's get you into a forward lunge position. My right foot is forward, so my right hand is traveling right alongside lower leg. And my back knee is lifted, and I'm getting a bit of a hip flexor stretch here. Once I settle into this position, I'm going to keep my right hand on the floor. I just get up on my fingertips, and just whatever you have to do to make this work for you. And I'm getting a hamstring stretch. That's 1. I'll drop back down. My left hand is down. I'm going to try to touch my elbow beside my heel, and that isn't happening because it's early. 2. Right there, second attempt, it gets down. 3. 4. And 5. My right hand goes down. To help myself out, my left hand will go up, and then my elbow will go down. Notice it's in line with my heel. I take my right hand, put it on the inside of my knee, and I just gently roll my leg out. Now I'm getting a lot of stretch in my glute, but you'll notice it kind of travels. 4, oh wait, 1 more, and 5. Up on your hands. I want you to take your right arm and walk it over to the other side, like my left hand is, right beside my foot. And now I'm just gonna glute stretch. Now a little bit of movement is because I'm trying to be active with this stretch rather than hold a static stretch deeply. And then I come back up to center. I want to have balance, so my outside hand, so I have some width in this stance. Arm will go up. I'm going to try to open past pointing to the ceiling. Try to get my chest to open up. And then I'm going to try to touch my elbow down again. And up. And down. And one more time. And down. We're done most of this side. In a downward dog. And I'm going to switch to a side view. And you can see my feet here. This part you're going to want to watch. Is I'm going to bend my right knee and push my left heel to the floor. It's going to give me a good calf stretch. 1. And then switch feet. Just loosening up my calves. I think I'll keep this side view, but I'm going to bring my left foot forward. Left hand along the inside, right hand out. I'm going to get used to the position. My body adjusts. After I'm feeling like I'm cozy in this position again, and we're going to get into whatever you got to do. Just straighten out that front leg. And then we're going to try to touch the elbow down. And we're close, but no cigar on the first try. Let's try again, second one. There it is. 3, 4, and 5. Right hand high. Drop the elbow so that it's in line with the left heel. Left hand pushes the knee out once. 3, 4, and 5. Hand up. Walk your left hand over. Just settle into kind of an elevated pigeon stretch. So my left knee isn't touching the ground. Being active. And back up to center. And then from here, I'm actually gonna go to this view again so you can see the lines up and open, trying to make my chest look at the ceiling. And I have more range of motion on this side. I don't know why. Try to touch your elbow. Like a lot more, eh? Might have something to do with a sport that's very one-sided. Okay, I've done my 3 thoracic openers. Now I'm going to put my hand down, bring my feet back, walk into downward dog again. Just kind of hold the position for a second, just get in there. And then we're going to do this one. Right leg up and over your left shoulder, like you're trying to touch your right heel to your left elbow. And I'm trying to look over at my foot. I'm getting a huge stretch up my right side. Make sure you're breathing. Helps with a lot of things. Other foot. And back to center. And we're done. The hardest move of this routine, I'd say. Okay, next.
Next,
Under spider walks.
right, figure 4 walkovers.
Figure 4 walkovers. These probably have a better name, but 90-90. So 90-degree angle. 90-degree angle-ish is fine. Hands on either side. Sitting up. I'm not trying not to lean back here. I'm trying to sit up, not extend my back all awkward, trying to be straight. And then what we'll do is we'll leave this knee down as long as we can as we open this one up. And then the other one's just going to lift when it has to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. 5. Let's keep going. 6. How many did I say on the paper?
10.
7. That seems to be the appropriate amount, guys. 8. So this hip is getting good internal rotation. Now I'm working on external rotation. Ooh-wee. And this one gets internal. 9. Okay. And 10. Very nice. Very nice, Greg. Congratulating myself. What's next?
Cossack
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 Squats.
Squats? I can't say it.
She doesn't know what a Cossack is. Okay. So, wide stance here. Okay? As wide as you need it to be for this to work for you. This requires some strength, so you don't have to go as low as you might do this. I'm going to do more than that. So from this crazy wide stance, you can put your hands out, and it can help. Let me just hold this out in front of your shoulders. If you want to do this, you can just use your hands. You can actually hold, and you want it to stay level with the floor. You don't want it to start tilting this way or this way, and you don't want your arms to drop. So I'll use it just for the sake. And how many? 10? Is that what I wrote?
Yes.
Yeah, I wrote 10. All right. So legs straight to start, and you're going to bend one knee, and you're going to let the other heel stay on the ground, toes pointing up. 1. And 2. This is a bit of a workout, 2. popping sounds, I'm okay. 3, just aging. 4, if I did this more, you'd hear less of those. 5, 6, 7, away. 8, 9, and 10. Oh my goodness, that one was internal, but there was more popping, and it was in my hip.
Okay. Good mornings.
Good mornings. Okay, so good mornings are a low back and hamstring thing, and this is where things can get dangerous. Don't worry, we're not doing it with weight, but just do it right, okay? And don't push your range of motion. You really want to learn how to do a proper hip hinge with a straight back before you start adding weight to the back of your neck. We're not even talking about that. We're just doing a mobility thing. So side on, my feet are not right together. They're just underneath my hips. Hands on your side, keeping your back straight, your legs straight. You're just gonna bow like you're saying good morning, because we all do that. We're just gonna do 5 of those, I think is what I wrote. It should be a little hamstring opener for you. Ooh, I don't have much going there. One more. Okay. We have one more, don't we?
1 minute deep squat.
1 minute deep squat. Where's my beeper? There it is. I need this guy. Okay, so now we're gonna have varying levels of ability on this one too. I'm very lucky. I can squat right down and just chill down there. Some people are gonna get as low as they can get. You're gonna feel the stretch in different places. I've had some people say they're feeling it in like their hip flexors. I've had some people say they feel it in their calves. So it totally depends on you. Let's see what you got. Your feet can be just a bit wider than shoulder width, and then you just find that spot where you don't feel pressure on your knees, your back's relatively straight. And we just hang out here for 1 minute. It's kind of an awkward minute. 60 seconds of me trying to figure out how to fill up the silence.
You don't seem to have trouble with that.
Dana, you got any good jokes?
No.
No good jokes. I don't have any good jokes. So we're 15 seconds in. Now, you might be one of those people who's stuck up here, and that's fine. But what's gonna happen is if you're stuck up there, you're using your musculature to hold yourself up, and you're probably getting tired. So what you do is you stand up for a second, you just kind of shake it out, and then you get back down in here. If you can't hold this position for a minute, then try to accumulate a minute. So you get 10 seconds, you burn out, it's just too much, you stand up, you've got 50 seconds left, you stop the timer while you're standing, okay? Accumulate a minute or 2 of this per day. It's really good for hip health. And I think I've told many people this stat before, but in cultures where they toilet like this, or maybe they're eating, where they throw the bird spider in the fire and they eat like this, they have very little hip decay in those cultures. That was our minute timer. I'm really good at filling the awkward silence. Okay, let's get up. So that's, how long was that? Do you know how long we're at it?
We're at 19 minutes.
19 minutes, 20 minutes for a much better day. And if we do this type of stuff 2-3 times a week, quality of life goes up. I'll try and take my own advice. That's it.